Well, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Big Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday night. Me, I just got out the shower. My hair's wet. It's been okay. Sorry, I skipped my finger somehow. Anyway, it's been kind of just a blah kind of day. I just sat in front of the TV and watched, I watched a true crime documentary first part of the day, and then I found something on BritBox and watched about an episode and a half of that before I lost interest. The second episode was something about the bubonic plague and all that doomsday kind of crap, and I don't get into all that. You know, just all that fear mongering kind of thing. I don't get into all that, you know. I have enough anxiety without watching other people be under anxiety and worrying about if they're going to get the bubonic plague. I don't want to watch those type of programs. So I switched off of that. I didn't care if Patrick Stewart was the star or not. You know, from Star Trek. Now I can't think of his captain name. Oh Lord, I can't think of his name on Star Trek, but he's the bald one. Anyway, I love him as an actor, but I just and he was very good in the show. Don't get me wrong. You know, he played Dr. Xavier on the X-Men series and all that, but I just couldn't follow him in that. I couldn't. He was a scientist on this particular program, and working for secret special service or whatever over in Britain, and it was just a bit much. It was just a bit much. The first one, you know, he was trying to stop someone from cloning humans. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad. But then when it got into the whole plague business, I was like, nah. You've lost me. You've lost me completely. No. And for tonight's tea, I think I brought I went back to elderberry lemon balm, immune plus stress. So, there we go. And if you go back a few videos, you know there's a link to how to get it off of Amazon on one of them videos. I posted it. It was a Happy Meal video where I got it in a Happy Meal from my Amazon wish list. And it's been steeping for quite a few minutes now because I was gathering myself before coming on. So I got it in my pray mug. Ooh. But I've been working on Serena's cardigan, and it's working up rather nicely, I think. Y'all can just continue to call me Speedy because, well, that's just the way it goes. Got handy dandy honey. That ought to do it. So I got both halves of her cardigan started. Some of you that are in the general chat might have seen little sneak peeks. Them folks in the general chat of the Facebook page are a little spoiled. Yeah, they're a little spoiled. Because I show them stuff. So let's see. Let me show you the yarn I'm using first. This is the solid color I'm using. This is yarn. Oh, and I gotta turn it. Yep. This is Crafter Secret. The colorway is called Passport. It's a really light gray color. It's a really light gray color, and it's really wonderful to work with. If you've never worked with Crafter Secret from Hobby Lobby, get you some because it's really nice. I've never worked with any of the, now you know, experience, you know, once you get some experience crocheting under your belt and you've worked with a variety of yarns, you tend to understand that different dyes and different colors of the yarn will treat the fabric differently. So like, and especially with Red Heart and a lot of different manufacturers experience this, that you know, different colors will treat the fabric differently, and under the exact same label, exact same style of yarn, one will be drastically different from the other. So this is no different, but you know, this seems to be so soft, and I have yet to come across a Crafter's Secret color that hasn't been wonderful to work with. So I just finished up the blue cardigan I made for Marcia, and I was also using the Crafter's Secret in the cobalt blue color, and it was also extremely wonderful to work with. So, and I've worked with it in different shades of green, and the Magnolia Way color, which is an off-white, and I've just not come across a color yet in this yarn that has given me a bit of problem. So, and you don't run across a whole bunch of knots or frayed ends, or you know, it's a really good quality yarn for the money. When it's on the 30% off, it's like $8 and something, and you're getting like 810 yards. Yeah, a whole bunch of yardage for $8 and change on the 30% off. Now, when it's not 30% off, I forget how much it is, but it's still, it's a good deal. So that's one of the, that's the solid color I'm working with. I'm gonna set it back here on something, and this is the variegated color I'm working with, which is I Love This Yarn, and it's the I Love This Yarn print. The colorway is called Aegean, A-G-E-A-N stripe, and I'll pull that skein up here that I'm working with currently that's attached to the, but this is what it looks like in the skein. And I've got this, I've got almost a whole skein in this half. So let me put this together for you, so you can see what it's starting to look like, worked up a little bit, and it works up really pretty. So this is what it's starting to look like. So, and so what I'm doing is I started with 4 rows of the gray, okay, and then I'm doing a whole, well, I did all but like one tiny, let me find it, this tiniest of little ball that wouldn't have went around a whole row. So I'm keeping it because I'll probably use it toward the end of the project. But this is almost a whole skein, because I'm using the solid stitch instead of the granny stitch with this cardigan, so it's going to use more yarn, just, you know, just so you know. So I've got this one with almost a whole skein of the yarn, and then what I'll do, and I know, set that here, and then I've started the other skein on this half. So when I get, you know, most of the skein, you know, the same with this one, you know, when I get as many rows as I did on the first half on this half, then I'll do like two strips, you know, 2 rows of the gray on each half, and then I'll start another skein, because I have many skeins of this Aegean stripe, so it's not a problem. But that's how this one is going to go until I get it. What I got a t-shirt around here somewhere the same size as Sierra, excuse me, Lord have mercy, where did that name come from? Anyway, I got the same a t-shirt the same size as her, and plus I have Will's lady friend that comes over once a week, and she's also 5'9", and she'll probably help me out with, you know, at least how long to make it. Plus I'll email her and have her do some measurements for me. So my main concern with measurements is the measurement between her shoulder and her wrist. I'm gonna have her measure that, and then have her measure, you know, how long she wants it from her waist. You know, how long she wants it, you know, does she want it past her waist? You know, how far past her waist, and that kind of thing. Because some people like to wear really long cardigans. Some people just like cropped cardigans. You know, how, you know, how does she want that? But Will's lady will help me with, you know, how tall, because she's also the same height and virtually the same build. I think Serena's a little slimmer than Will's friend, but maybe just a tad slimmer, but the same height anyway. So, geez. She didn't know I renamed her. I do that sometimes. When I mess somebody's name up, I just rename them. I'm taking after Mama G that way. You know, she does that sometimes. Yeah, it's ready. I didn't realize that one of the teas I bought had caffeine in it. The tangerine one that I bought recently, the one I bought from Walmart, it had caffeine in it. I grabbed it not realizing it had caffeine in it until I was just about to make it. And I said, oh no, I don't want caffeine this late. So I put it back up and grabbed this one. And I told Johnny, I said, when I can't have my you know, when I'm trying to avoid carbonation, then I will grab that tea that has caffeine in it. That'll be my alternate source of caffeine, that tea. He said, way to go. Yeah. I didn't realize it had caffeine in it, but I do now. This is pretty good. But as my friends, as people have started calling me Speedy, because I just started this this cardigan last night. But I mean, you know, a lot of y'all, what I don't have that a lot of y'all have is small children. I don't have small children to deal with. I don't have you know, a husband to have to tend to, or you know, a lot of other things. Johnny does the cooking here. I really don't have a lot of the same responsibilities that a lot of y'all have. You know, the channel is my responsibility. You know, my dogs are well trained, you know, as far as, you know, they don't get up and make me have to do a bunch. All we had to do is let them out, you know, on a regular basis. And hold on, something's going on with my laptop. Why is this commercial lasting so long? I guess I'm playing my playlist on my laptop here, and there's a commercial that's lasting like 25 minutes long. Okay, well, we're just gonna let it play. It looks like it's a religious thing playing. Whatever. It's on mute. I can't hear it. Don't care. It's all good. But I'm gonna click on one of these other ones. There we go. That's better. Cover that up. I just tried to survive until, you know, Wednesday. Tomorrow, I got one more day that I can eat solid food, and then Tuesday I can't eat solid food. So Johnny was like, he asked me tonight when he cooked, he said, can you eat solid food today, Mom? Bless his heart. He just wanted to make sure that he wasn't doing wrong by fixing me a plate of veggies and baked chicken. But he breaded the chicken in Italian breadcrumbs. So it was good. It's good like that. He's been doing that on and off a little bit to kind of mix things up a little bit, give us a bit of variety. So God bless him. He you know, he tries to switch it up so that it's not the same old, same old. And if you hadn't tried it, get you some of them Italian breadcrumbs out of the, you know, the bakery aisle, and roll you some boneless, skinless chicken in them and bake it, and it's real good. It's real good. You don't even, you know, if you're saving on salt and stuff like I do. Yeah, I try not to salt my food because that's extra sodium that I don't need. When you have lymphedema like I do, you try to cut back on salt and sodium because it makes you swell. It makes things puff, what I call puff up, meaning retain water. It makes things, you know, worse. So I avoid a lot of high salty stuff. And so when he makes the breaded chicken like that, he doesn't use any seasoning. He just uses a seasoning that's in the Italian breadcrumbs. And it works out just fine. Tastes really nice. You know, of course, my taste buds are different than others. And of course, when I made my Alfredo shrimp dish the other night, I used quite a bit of seasoning. But I seasoned the shrimp before I cooked them. I didn't season anything else. So I strained the shrimp to get all the water off of them because they had been frozen. And then I seasoned them with some Lowry seasoned salt, some Mrs. Dash, and some Tony Chachere's. Because I like a little kick. Yeah. Hopefully y'all know what Tony Chachere's is. It's a Cajun spice. It's fantastic. It's got that paprika and cayenne pepper in it. I, for one, enjoy a little cayenne pepper. Yep, I like a little cayenne pepper in my stuff. I like a little kick, a little Cajun kick. I'm not Cajun by any stretch, but I just like the kick that comes in the Cajun food. Not like really terribly powerful, but just a smidge. And Johnny tasted it, and he said, "Man, that's got a little kick in it, huh, Mama?" And I said, "You bet it does." You bet it does. I know my boys, and I know they like a little kick, too. And none of that stuff was wasted, even though I made way too much. I made way too much of that stuff. I didn't realize. I bought three little packs of shrimps, and then 2 little small boxes of angel hair pasta, and then 3 big old jars of Alfredo. Yeah, I made a lot. But it lasted like 2.5 days. You know, everybody was happy. None of it went to waste. So there you go. I do love shrimp. So we all do. All of us around here do love some shrimp. I wish y'all could see these dogs. I wish the other half of my room didn't look like a complete disaster. But my dogs are laid out on my bed like it's their job. It sort of is their job. Their job is to be big, lazy dogs that snuggle. And they do it very well. Now, when I come home from the hospital, they won't get to do that because I'll be very sensitive with incisions and whatnot, and I won't want to be bumped into. But I rather like to watch them nap on my bed. It's comforting to know that they're comfortable and they're happy. And I know that somebody expressed concern as to me taking on a 3rd dog after I recover from surgery, or whether I can afford that or not. And I assured them that I would evaluate my finances and make sure that I could afford that. And if I couldn't afford that, that I would just foster dogs. You know, that I would just foster a dog. And when you foster a dog, the shelter or whatever agency you're fostering the dog for, they take care of the vet bills, and a lot of times will provide food for you to feed that dog. And so I think that's probably a good idea, just to foster some dogs. That way, those dogs have better chances of getting adopted when they're not in the shelter. They have a chance to get, more socialized here with my dogs, and stay healthy and not get kennel cough like they would if they're in the shelter. And, plus I get the benefit of loving on them and enjoying their company. So there's that. Excuse me. But I hadn't decided yet about a 3rd dog. But I think fostering's probably a definite possibility. Did you hear that? I heard that. Something was over there, huh? There was some commotion outside, it sounded like. I don't know what that was. But Will's probably gone to bed, and if I hear commotion outside, I don't go out there. I'll get one of the boys to go outside. because this is Shreveport. And you never know what you're going to hear, what's going to happen if you go outside after hearing a commotion. The crime rate here is kind of ridiculous. But we're about to have a very big shift in weather. And with it, some rain. So it's possible that it's just wind. Yeah, that's wind. That sounds like wind to me. But, oh, excuse me. Yeah. But, I ain't got much going on tomorrow. Just got to go mail a package. And I got to go back to Walmart and pick up a prescription. And I know there was something else I wanted to get at Walmart, but I can't remember. Oh, laundry detergent. Yeah, I'm about out, and I still have some things to wash. So that everything could be, you know, taken care of before I go. But anyhow, I just wanted to touch base with y'all and show y'all that, you know, my progress on Serena's cardigan already. Yeah, I know. I don't waste time when I got things that on my list, because there's another 3 people after her. So, yeah. I got things to do, and I want to get them done, and I want to make, and, you know, and those people are okay to wait. And, of course, Serena's not in any hurry for hers either. But I wanted to get to hers because I knew I was going to enjoy working with the yarn. And I want, you know, and I'm having fun with it, you know, and it's keeping my mind busy. So it's not a burden. I know, I think she was concerned that, you know, me working on hers already was a burden, but it's not a burden. It's keeping my mind occupied and my hands busy, and helping me cope. So don't worry about that. It's helping me cope. It's giving me something to focus on other than being nervous. So you can't, you know, you can't put a price tag on that. So anyway, when you love something like I love crochet, and it's been my coping mechanism for the last, you know, year and a half or so since I've been able to do it. Yeah, that was something. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all go because there's definite noise, and I need to go have that checked. So please remember that I love you and so does Jesus. And please adopt, don't shop. Your best friend's waiting on you at the shelter or the rescue. And I will see y'all tomorrow night. Bye.